Number 8. Now, this one was kind of tough, because at first I was going to pick Punch-Out! Because, you know, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Is what I actually want to call it. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, not the Punch-Out! With Mr. Dream! That's crap. It was originally Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!. It always should be that. Anyway, I can go into the details as to why that happened. It's irrelevant. But the reason I didn't pick that game in the end was that I didn't really have much to say about it. I mean, I had lots of fun with it. I never actually beat it, but I got pretty far. I think Super Macho Man is as far as I got. But I can't think of anything memorable or anything to say about it that, you know, so I'm like, well, if there's nothing to say about it, then why am I picking it? So then I thought, okay, well, then I'll pick Solar Jetman, because I played that a lot. I had lots of fun with it. It was pretty challenging, or tedious, I like to say. But again, I had nothing to really say about it. I don't know why. It was a really fun game. I remember it a lot. Jesse owned it, so I borrowed it from him all the time. And again, well, forget it. I had nothing to say about it. So I thought, oh, here's a game I should have picked for sure. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Was River City Ransom. So that's it. Number 8. River City Ransom. Now, this is a game I used to rent a lot. I didn't actually own. Probably because it was a really fun game to pick up and play for a few hours, but eventually it just got pretty tedious, and the game itself wasn't very long. I mean, once you figured out what to do, it didn't take long to beat it. But before we get into all that, let's just go back to the beginning and explain what this game is and how it works. So, basically, the plot follows two guys, Alex and Ryan, high school students from Crosstown High School. And what's happened is this bunch of gangs, the leader being Slick, or Simon, I guess Slick is his nickname, his gang name, kidnapped Ryan or Alex's girlfriend, not sure which one it is, whose girlfriend it is, named Cindy, and they're holding her ransom, and a whole city ransom apparently. For what? I don't know. It doesn't say what the ransom is. They're just holding the ransom in the whole city, maybe because he hates Alex and Ryan? I don't know. So much that they hold the whole city ransom, so...
Is that your best?
Anyway, it doesn't say what he wants, just holding a ransom for no reason, and you have to beat the crap out of everyone to get to him. So that's how it starts off. You exit high school and start kicking the crap out of people right away. So it's a typical beat-em-up game, it seems at first. Punch, kick, flying kick, whatever. It doesn't seem like there's much to it at first. You just go around beating up everybody. Pick up weapons like sticks, pipes, boxes, garbage cans, anything you can pretty much find. Baseballs, or rocks, brass knuckles. That's supposed to be brass knuckles. And yeah, so you think, okay, well, this is pretty fun, but there's more to just plain old punching and kicking. You can go around to different towns throughout the city, or districts, or whatever you want to call them, malls, and go to different shops, and you can pick up new techniques like Dragon Kick and Stone Hands. What those do, for example, is Dragon Kick lets you kick really, really fast. Stone Hands lets you punch really, really fast. There's also other techniques you can pick up too along the way, like Grand Slam is one of my favorites. Or what that does is allows you to pick up any weapon and use that really fast. So forget Dragon Feet and Stone Hands after that. There's other silly ones too, like I think Javelin Man is what it's called. What you do is you pick up someone's corpse or their knocked down body and you throw them like a missile into people and they spiral across the screen. It's hilarious. Unnecessary but hilarious. And there's like an acrobatic one where you like twirl in the air and it hurts people. And there's one where you stomp on someone's corpse or body while it's on the ground and hurt them that way. Again, those are the not so useful ones, but they're fun to have. So let's back up a little bit here and go back to how the game works. It's not broken up into stages like, say, Double Dragon was. It's more like one long ongoing game. It's like a seamless flow, rather than you beat the boss at the end of a stage and start the next one. You can go from the beginning to end and back to the beginning again if you felt like it. I kind of like that. You can go to anywhere in the game whenever you want. And why would you want to do this? Well, in order to get anything in this game, like the new techniques or food or power-ups, you have to get money. And the only way to get money is to beat up the gang members. And sometimes later on in the game, later on sections of the game, the gang members get really tough and annoying sometimes. And you're like, forget this. I want to go back to some easier gang members and get money that way. Of course, you get less money for the easier ones, but still, maybe you're just sick and tired of getting your ass kicked. Each section is broken up to different parts of the city. So you start off at Sticksville, go through downtown, end up at River City High being the last stage. And each section, well, not each section, but most of them have a boss you have to fight, which is the leader of the gang members that are running that part of the city. And in order to progress through the game, you have to beat all the gang member leaders, and until you get to River City High and beat the last guy, which is Slick or Simon. But it's not that straightforward. You think, okay, I just beat one boss after the other. But you have to play the game out in a certain way. You have to pay attention to what they say, believe it or not, because sometimes, like when I was a kid, I didn't bother reading what it said below. I just run in and kick the crap out of them right away and don't let them talk. But if you don't pay attention to what they say after you beat them, or even before that, you won't know where to go next. So that's it, really. I mean, you beat the crap out of guys, you beat bosses, you get to the River City High, and you fight the final boss. Now, it does get really hard sometimes. I mean, it did for me, and not super pro. Basically, you had to make sure you always had the upper hand. You always had to make sure you're pummeling the crap out of them. If you give them a chance to breathe sometimes, especially at the end, like when you fight the twins, the double dragon twins is what I call them, because it plays a double dragon theme, even though it's called the Dragon Twins, but they're not the same guys from Double Dragon. I don't know what their names are, I forget. But anyway, if you don't keep kicking the crap out of them when you get a chance, like, then you're done. They'll just keep hammering away at you. It's like, as you'll see here, I got lucky in this one fight, and I managed to get up and just start hammering their faces until they died. But still, sometimes it's just like that. If you don't like take them out right away, that's it. You're done. You die, and when you die, you lose a ton of money. You go back to the closest town. You have to run all the way over there again, and it can be really frustrating. But it's funny because the second to last boss, those twins, are a lot harder than the final boss. So, but in terms of storyline, there's nothing to it. It's pretty stupid. I think they made it dumb on purpose. It's just fun to experiment on the different things you can do. Oh, I forgot to mention, there are power-ups and stuff you can get. Like, there's different restaurants and pharmacies and toy stores. Like, anything you can think of they have in this game you can go to. So you get to have a fun time kind of experimenting on different things you can buy to get different types of power-ups, whether it be for defense, for throwing things, for kicking people, whatever. You just go throughout the game, just buy whatever, and just see what it does to you. Like, one thing you want to get for sure that I get is a shoe store. You get Texas boots. If you get those, it really amplifies your kicking damage. It's always a good thing to get. There's certain drugs that really enhance your willpower and stamina, and certain items will. So if you're out of energy and you get knocked down, you think you're going to die, certain items you can get will make sure that you get right back up and you have like one last chance to attack the enemy before you actually die. So it's fun to experiment with all that, see what you can do. It's funny how you can get yourself killed too sometimes. Like, if you can run into the wall yourself by accident and you can die from that, or you can throw an object at the wall, it'll bounce off, hit you in the head, and you can die from that too. Or just jumping into water or jumping in a hole, that can be frustrating. You never want to throw an enemy straight into a hole because you won't get the money from them. Especially if it's a boss, it won't count as a kill, I don't think. You have to actually beat him up on the ground and watch him die there. You throw him in a hole, it's like, oh, you beat him. Nope. You have to go back, make him respawn, and do it again. Password system? Oh my god, this probably has the worst password system in all of history of NES games, I swear. You've seen some bad ones, this is pretty bad. And I swear, this game tricks you, because not only does it have O's, it has zeros, okay? And not just that, it has uppercase and lowercase letters. And look how many friggin' sentence or lines it is, too. So you would sit there, and you would spend all day playing this game, like, okay, I gotta call it quits, but, you know, there's no save system, there's a password system, so you take the time to write all this down, double check it, even triple check it. I swear to God, the next day you enter that password, it's not gonna work. It won't work. It's like, what the hell? I wrote this down, triple checked it, I didn't miss anything. Maybe the O's are 0, so I tried that instead. Nope, doesn't work. I even looked online just for the heck of it. I found all these passwords people had for certain things. And I'm like, okay, so every single one I've tried online, none of them worked. Like maybe it's the UK version? I don't know. But still, this password system is the worst. I don't remember a time I wrote down a password and it actually worked the next day. I swear. It's just stupid. So if you're going to play this game, plan to beat it all the way through the first time, unless you're lucky now and have emulators. Once again, I bring up emulators. And save states. And you have nothing to worry about. So that's River City Ransom, a fun beat-em-up 2-player game. It can be really challenging, really frustrating sometimes, but overall it's really fun. Even now I play a lot. It was fun to play through this game again, just to make this review. So if it's on that Wii Store thing, whatever it is, give it a buy and play with your friend.